Cancer, have you ever wondered within your own cherished home if there might be an invisible burden quietly knocking at the door, a deep pain passed down through generations that no one has ever dared to name? You may think it is just a fleeting feeling of vague sadness or simply your sensitive nature. But today, God longs to show you that hidden truth is ready to step into the light. And the most shattering part is it is not only resting in your child, not only the pain of your parents, but it is pointing directly back at you, the tender guardian of this sacred space. Hold my hand tightly, because right now we are about to step into the very first chapter where the silent wall of your family finally begins to crumble. My dear Cancer, there exists a kind of pain that needs no scream, no visible wound. It seeps quietly through silent meals, through the lost gaze of a child, through the empty spaces no one dares to name. Your deeply sensitive heart, dear Cancer, has always instinctively known something was amiss. That pain does not come from the world outside, but from the very home where you live, in the place that should have been the warmest, the safest haven. So many souls have had to endure a coldness that stretched through the years. Imagine a wall of silence standing tall between those who should be closest. You hear laughter, yet behind it are hidden tears. You see meals that seem abundant, yet the hearts inside that house are starving for true warmth. A child grows up fighting storms, of the soul alone pressing sobs into a pillow so their parents will not hear. This is not the story of just one person, but a shared wound carried by countless families across the world. You, with your innate instinct to protect, have felt that icy distance before, but no one dared to name it. And it is precisely that lingering silence that caused tender souls to grow up wounded, believing they were unworthy of being heard, believing that love was a luxury found only in whispered prayers, never in their own home. I have seen eyes once bright and clear become clouded after years of words that were never spoken, not because of hunger or lack, but because of the absence of a firm embrace, the missing whisper, "My child, we are always here." You who offer comfort to so many have longed for that same embrace. But you know those secrets are not meant to destroy. They exist so that one day they can be released like a room locked away for years, covered in heavy dust. Yet, when a single ray of light breaks through, everything begins to change. Truth, when revealed, is not to cast blame, but to allow the souls within a family to breathe, to let the child within you be embraced for the first time after years of being forgotten. Secrets are like a deep river dammed in the middle of its course. Pressure builds, and sometimes it seems as though the river has died. But when just one stone is lifted, water surges forth, carrying silt, carrying new life. So it is with family. When truth is released, it ceases to be darkness and becomes a stream of light guiding the weary home. Cancer, do you recognize yourself somewhere in this painting? Perhaps you were the one who kept silent to protect others, or perhaps you were the child once holding fear alone in the dark. Do not blame yourself for having stayed quiet too long. God has seen everything, even your tender attempts to shield your loved ones, even the words never spoken, and He will never allow that pain to be meaningless. This is the moment to understand. Silence is not the end. It is only a pause waiting for the day when someone finds the courage to speak. It may be you, it may be the one you love. And when that moment comes, the light will pour in and the invisible chains will begin to loosen. Believe this, every truth has its time to appear, and that time arrives when the heart is ready to be healed. Cancer, if you have carried that silence, know that you are not alone. All across this world, countless souls are waiting for the silent wall to fall. Your intuitive spirit has been preparing you for this, and in this very moment, as you listen to these words, perhaps God is whispering to you, the time has come for truth to step into the light. Do you feel your heart beating faster? That is the sign you are ready. And when the heart opens, the story does not end here, for beyond the shadow of the secret, what will rise is the sacred revelation where the light touches and turns every fracture into a new beginning. My dear Cancer, let your heart take one more step, because just beyond that silent wall, a sacred door is opening. You may think truth is something to be feared, but in truth, it is the gift God sends to you at the very moment you are most weary. Truth does not arrive to destroy your precious home, but to set you free. It is like the first light shining into the dark room you once feared. At first, your eyes sting unaccustomed, but only a few seconds later, you realize the light is exactly what your soul has been waiting for all your life. I see the image of Archangel Michael holding a flaming sword, not to condemn, but to cut through the invisible chains that have bound your family so tightly. Chains of silence, of fear, of words never spoken for so many years. Your heart and the hearts of your loved ones have been trapped in an airless chamber, suffocated with no escape. But this moment, God allows fresh air to rush in. Breathe deeply, for this is the breath of freedom. Have you ever seen a river blocked by stone? The water stagnates, moss grows, life comes to a halt. But when even one rock is moved aside, the current roars again, carrying renewal. The truth within a family is the same. It may cause a tremor, make you tremble at first, but afterward, it flows into a stream of healing, washing away the hidden stones that have long held love captive. Cancer, you are not chosen by chance. You are the soul placed in this position to witness and to open the way. Not everyone has the strength to face the truth, but you do, because your heart, though once torn, has always known how to nurture and love. And it is precisely that love that becomes the key to open the sacred door today. Remember this: God does not allow the truth to step out just to crush you. He lets it rise, so you may finally know that your family is worthy of living in the light, no longer hiding in the shadows of secrets. Pain only has power when it is covered. Once light pours in, its grip slowly dissolves. You have felt that cold distance before, yet no one dared to name it. Now God names it for you, specifically for your tender Cancer heart. He whispers that it is enough. No one must carry silent battles anymore. No small heart needs to cry alone in the dark. This is the moment love is restored, when secrets turn into doorways, opening paths you never thought possible. And let me whisper something to you. What is coming is not only liberation for you, but for the generations after you. When a truth is set free, an entire lineage is cleansed. Your whispered prayers, the tears you once hid in the night, all are becoming radiant weapons in Michael's hands, that he may fight at your side. The fact that you have come this far means you are ready. Do not look back. Do not let old fears hold you captive. Believe this: whatever is revealed in the light today will become the foundation of a new home. A home of honesty, of love, of blessing. Cancer, can you feel it? Your heart trembles not from fear, but from knowing that something greater is moving within you. Prepare yourself for what lies ahead. Is not only light breaking through, it is an invitation for you to step into your sacred role, the chosen one, to end the ancestral cycle of shadow. Dear Cancer, close your eyes and feel this: within your veins flows not only the blood of this lifetime, but the sighs of generations before you. For years, you may have believed the pain in your family was only yours to carry, but the truth is, so often you have been holding the wounds your ancestors never had the chance to heal. I see the image of an ancient tree. Its roots burrow deep into the earth. Some roots drink clear water, strong and alive, while others are rotting, tangled, blocking the flow of life. Your family or lineage is just like that tree. Secrets, unspoken words, hurts passed from generation to generation, have become invisible chains binding even those not yet born. Oh, Cancer, you are the one chosen to place the final period at the end of that endless sentence. It is not by chance that you were born with such a tender heart, with an intuition that whispers when something is wrong, with eyes that see through forced smiles to the tears hiding beneath. You are the last soul in this river, brave enough to no longer be silent, strong enough to feel it all. Perhaps you have asked yourself, why me? Why must I, with my tender heart, carry the weight of the whole family? The answer is this: only those whose love is greater than their pain can bear such a role. God has seen your heart torn, yet still capable of profound love and nurturing, and He has entrusted you with the sacred task of breaking the cycle of darkness to open a radiant path for your children and their children. Imagine yourself standing before an ancient door. Behind you lies the accumulated shadows of generations. Before you, a blazing horizon of light. All it takes is for you to turn the key. The key is the truth that has just been revealed, and the entire darkened chamber bursts into brightness. From that moment on, your children and grandchildren will no longer repeat the pain you endured. The lesson here is clear: truth may make you tremble for a moment, but it is the first strike that severs the ancestral chains. It restores freedom to you and to your bloodline. And when you accept this role, you do not lose yourself. You become the bridge through which your lineage rises again. Do you remember those nights you cried in silence, thinking no one could see? Believe this: those very tears watered the soil of your family, preparing the seed of freedom to sprout. And today, as truth emerges, that seed has begun to awaken. You are no longer alone in carrying the weight. What you do, what you speak, the choices you make, all are reshaping the flow of generations. Cancer, let me whisper this to you. You are not living only for yourself. You are the answer to the prayers long forgotten. The souls of grandparents, parents, even those you have never met are waiting for you to open this door. And then you will see, as you dare to step forward, the shadows behind you dissolve like ashes in the wind. In their place, your children and grandchildren will grow in a home where truth is spoken, where love is never hidden, where silence no longer reigns. This is the greatest gift you can leave behind: a spiritual inheritance of freedom and blessing. Do you hear it? The sound of chains falling away, the roots drinking fresh waters, the river breaking through stones that once blocked its path. It is the sound of restoration, and it all begins with you. But for this journey to be truly complete, a sacred ritual is needed, a small act yet powerful enough to seal the process of healing. And now together, we will step into that ritual, turning revelation into reality and transforming pain into a doorway that opens toward a new home. Cancer beloved, the path of healing does not only unfold within the chambers of the mind, it also longs for a sacred action to seal it. A simple ritual, small yet carrying invisible strength, can open the doorway for light to enter your home. God does not ask for display or complicated rites. He only longs for your presence, your sincere heart, your quiet desire to free yourself and those you love. Imagine a silent night when the house has surrendered to sleep and you sit alone. Before you, 2 candles, one white, one blue. The white candle is purification, washing away unspoken words, hidden tears, and the walls of silence that have stood for far too long. The blue candle is hope rebirth, the promise that from this moment on, your home will be cloaked in healing light. Beside them, a clear bowl of water with a sprig of laurel or rosemary, a symbol of protection and renewal, like a sacred stream flowing through generations. You sit quietly, place your hand upon your heart, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. In that moment, the noise of the world fades and only your heartbeat remains echoing like a holy drum. And you begin your declaration. I declare, my house is restored. My children are free. My lineage is covered by light. Each word is a blade of light cutting into the darkness, severing the invisible chains carried across lifetimes. Repeat it again and again until you feel your heart grow lighter. Perhaps you will tremble, perhaps tears will rise, but do not hold them back. For every drop falling now is no longer sorrow, but baptism, a sign that the past is finally leaving you. Cancer, do not think this ritual is mere symbol. Each gesture, the lighting of candles, the touch upon your heart, the spoken words, is etched into your soul, and the universe listens. God does not gaze at the perfection of syllables. He listens only for the truth of your heart. And it is that truth, that raw sincerity, that turns the locked door of generations. Stay a little longer in that sacred space. Envision the light of the two candles spreading outward, wrapping itself around your children, your grandchildren, your parents, your ancestors who have crossed the veil. You will see a stream of light, endless and flowing through past, through present, toward the yet to come. That is resurrection. When the ritual is complete, you blow out the candles, lift the bowl of water, and pour it into the earth. This act is a surrender, giving all pain, all secrets back to Mother Earth, so she may hold them, dissolve them, and return to you. A soul washed clean, a home breathing in relief. And from this moment forward, you are no longer the one who carries the burden alone. You are the beginning of a new chapter for your family. The secrets have been given back to the light, the chains have been broken, and your home begins to breathe with the rhythm of freedom. Cancer, believe that this small ritual plants the seed of great miracles. It is no accident that you are hearing these words right now. God has chosen this very moment, for He knows your heart is finally strong enough to receive and to release. Yet this is not the end. It is only the first door opening. Ahead lies a deeper journey where you will understand that these revelations are not only to free your family, but to awaken your greater calling. Because the truth is, Cancer, you are not only the healer of your home, you are the chosen light for many wandering souls, and that will be revealed in the next part. Beloved Cancer, after you have lit the sacred flame of this ritual, a promise from God stirs gently in the unseen realm. It is not a vague promise, but a revelation written for your soul. What was once hidden will rise as a banner of victory. Envision your child or the loved one you have carried in worry for so long standing tall and proud. Their eyes no longer avoid, no longer hide. Their voice rises trembling at first, but then steady, luminous. They tell the story once buried in silence, but this time not to mourn, rather to become light for others. And you are there watching quietly, tears falling not of pain, but of joy, because you know the tears you once shed in secret have now turned into a river where others may be reborn. God whispers to you, I have seen every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered in loneliness. Not one word has vanished into nothingness. Every waiting, every silent sacrifice has now borne fruit. His promise is certain. Sorrow shall become testimony. Truth shall become inheritance. And your home will no longer be named by darkness, but by the light that has risen from within it. Cancer, remember, this truth does not come to crush you, but to raise you as a pillar. That pillar will hold your home, your children, your lineage. From now on, whenever you look into your children's eyes, you will no longer see a heart carrying pain alone. You will see a torch, and that flame is the continuation of the love and faith you have given. Allow yourself to believe this. You are no longer living in a house of silence and fear. Your home has begun to be rewritten in a new language, the language of truth, of love, of God's sacred promises. What you once thought was the end was only a semicolon, a pause preparing you to write a brighter chapter. And this is the promise He longs for you to carry in your heart. Your home will be restored. Your bloodline will be free. Your children will no longer bear ancestral chains. Light has covered your lineage, and no darkness has power there anymore. Cancer, you may tremble as you hear these words, but let your heart trust that the restoration has already begun. Not tomorrow, not next month, but now in this very breath. And you will see the signs in the brightness of your children's eyes, in the gentleness of your home, in dreams where chains fall apart, doors swing open, rivers flow freely. All of it is the seal of God's promise. But remember, this promise is not only for your family. It names a greater mission, for once your home is healed, you will rise as a witness for many others. Your story will be a gentle message. No darkness lasts forever, and every soul can walk into the light if only they dare to open the door of truth. Dearest Cancer, if you have stayed with me until this moment, let your heart exhale softly, for the light has truly entered. The secrets that once weighed upon your home no longer hold power. They have turned into stones, paving the way for a new beginning, a place where love is never hidden, where truth becomes the foundation of freedom. Feel the joy that now spreads through you. This is the gift God places in your hands, for you, for your children, and for the generations to come. You are no longer walking alone. You have become the light within your home, and that light will multiply, touching every soul you meet. Thank you from the depth of my heart for your courage to remain until the end, for allowing yourself to trust once more. Remember, you are worthy of love, of healing, and of miracles. I bless you and your family with a future overflowing with peace, where every new day opens with joy and closes with gratitude. May your heart always remind you the light has chosen you, and the best is yet to come.